Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from the 15th to the 22nd of October. Okay, now you've got one bunch of very nice cards showing up, Pisces. Your additional guidance card is by the book. So when by the book shows up, make sure you're being very straightforward in your dealings with people, work. Be above board in all situations in your life, okay? Very straightforward card. Don't try and hide anything. Just be very straight up and straightforward, okay? So what lies behind you is the Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands has got a couple of different meanings. It's my PSD card, okay? So when I mean PSD, there's a feeling that some Pisces have been in a bit of a war, okay? So when we've been in a war, we become protective so we don't get hurt anymore, okay? So that's one way of understanding the Nine of Wands. Alternatively, one of Pisces' lessons is about putting down boundaries and putting down limits. So some of you might have been having to put some limits down with people in your life, okay? I'm just looking at how people are showing up for you, and you have got the Strength card. So there can be a little bit of a holding back of energy here, because both cards represent holding back a lot of desire, a lot of passion. Maybe you haven't been treated really well, Pisces, or maybe you're in circumstances that you have to hold back your energy. I'm going to clarify the Strength card when I get to it. But you've got one beautiful combination of cards, okay? Very similar to Taurus in a strange way. If you're cross-watching, or you've got Taurus moon, ascendant, because your gift is a Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is a card about plenty. It's a card of emotionally overflowing in your good vibes, okay? Now you've got so much, Pisces, that your cup runs over and people are coming to share your emotional happiness, which is a little bit different from the Nine of Wands, okay? Now I'm going to, okay, there was a card there which was the Two of Cups, because I need to clarify these cards, because it's really confusing to me why you got these boundaries up, but your gift is about having emotional plenty, overflowing with this good vibe, okay? The challenge is the Two of Swords, okay, with the Ace of Cups, which begins to make sense to me, okay? The Ace of Cups is about divine love. The picture tells the story, the eye of a divine planetary alignment. This is a love you've got no control over, the Ace of Cups, by the way. It's one of these loves that blow your mind apart. Sometimes because of the circumstances, there's anything the Ace of Cups, but it's basically about love that goes beyond your usual boundaries. But for some reason, Pisces, either you or someone else is holding back this energy. It might be because of circumstances. I've seen this Ace of Cups appear when it's a three-way situation. Someone's not available, or there's some reason why you can't be together. And that's why the Two of Swords is coming across as a challenge. This is the card of the stalemate, okay? It's also, its deeper meaning is peace, because she's got a golden blindfold on. This is not the Eight of Swords state of frustration. This is about having a deep sense of peace and a very, very, very deep love for someone, Pisces. But there's some sort of strange energy that's preventing this. Don't forget, there's no really such thing as bad cards. This is only a general reading, but I am going to ask why these two cards are showing up, if you give me 1 minute. Your overall energy, if the Nine of Cups doesn't get any better, it just has with the Ten of Discs, okay? This is a card of plenty, again, and it's right under the 9. So both these cards represent a feeling of overflow. And when we're in overflow is when we can give of ourselves unconditionally, both on an emotional and a financial level. And you've got both cards showing up. So there's some really good practical news coming your way regarding housing, work, something's completing itself in a really good way. So if you're going for a job, if you're trying to complete a project, complete a housing situation, all very, very, very good omens. And your outcome is the beautiful Three of Cups, celebration, joy, flying, and these angels fly because they've dropped what's holding them down. And generally what holds us down is fear of the future and living in the past. Okay? It's really hard to experience unconditional joy when we're in those places, Pisces, okay? And that's how all spiritual traditions talk about living in the present moment, being connected with spirit, with joy. Now, I've clarified both these cards, and there is a holding back of passion, okay? Now, the Strength card's been appearing this way for about 4 months for a lot of my clients, both private and my traditional YouTube viewers. But that's 3 cards that are talking about holding back energy, particularly passion. So either you're doing this, Pisces, or that's how others are showing up for you. If we believe that reality is just a mirror, how people show up for us is also about how we show up for them. It all depends on how you believe. But there's definitely a restriction in the flow of emotions. Even though the Ace of Cups is your challenge, there's a feeling of great love here, but something's not being expressed. And it's definitely a little bit passionate, to tell you the truth, Pisces. Yeah, and it's with the Two of Cups, okay? I don't think a reading could be any clearer if I tried. Scorpio also got a very similar reading. Venus is retrograde, as most of you know. Really, really big stuff. Everything's going backwards to be reorganized, replanned in order to move forward. I think there's some very deep and very profound relationship here, Pisces, that's not being expressed for some reason, okay? Now, I have never in my life not worked with people that eventually have understood why this passion and this love is not being expressed. Now, I'm a little bit confused if that 9 and that 10 is going to be about you going forward and expressing yourself, or if this is just good news in other parts of your life, but the relationship dynamic remains. People are keeping their feelings close to their chest, essentially, Pisces, okay? And I don't know why. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to ask why. because the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a communicator. It's about receiving messages, receiving information. Very often he appears when people are texting, emailing. He didn't come up in reverse, which is quite odd. Maybe you're waiting on news before you can move forward on an emotional level, because the pages deliver news. If you think about medieval times, that was their job. But I don't know if this week there's going to be a breakthrough, or the love is just here and you're waiting for some news before things can break through to another level. Don't forget, buy the book, which means keep things as upfront as you possibly can, given the circumstances that are in your life right now. Bit of an intriguing reading, Pisces, and thank you for everyone who likes and comments and shares. There wouldn't be a channel without you guys, by the way. But I love what's going on here. Great combination of cards. Definitely a restriction. I don't know if this energy is being unplugged this week and you're moving forward to expression, or it's still a little bit on hold. We're just going to have to see how it all unfolds, Pisces, and only you really know what these cards mean and where it's all going. But it's definitely about love, there is no doubt about it, and passion. Okay, loads of love, Pisces, and I wish you well. Take care. Bye.